Do you see me? Do you see me? Okay, let me get it focused to stop playing. Am I focusing? I want to say yeah. Okay, I'm focusing. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, I know. I'm gonna try to do better in 2020. 2019 was a mess in terms of my YouTube filming or whatever. But anyways, I did not want to leave you guys without a finale to my Pen That palette for 2019, which was my Juvia's Place Masquerade palette. So we're just gonna go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the intro and the, you know, the monthly or bi-monthly, no. I'm gonna go ahead and show you all the, you know, monthly, every other monthly photos that I've taken throughout the year. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll that right now. Okay. Are we ready for the finale? Now, before I show you this, I'm gonna tell you right now that I did not meet my goals. However, I am happy with the progress that I made. So let's go ahead and reveal the finale. That's the finale, you guys. So I was so close to getting a pan in this one, and it just didn't work out. I feel like if I use it one more time, it will be good. Now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna stay up here, yeah. We're gonna go ahead and talk about this. We're gonna go by each row. Now, let's see, this is, for these two, they were never given a chance. Like this green especially, this was never gonna be hit a pan. And I didn't meet my goals for this one, for the top row in general. Like I have absolutely no pans. I had some fun with the blues and the greens, and I was, you know, mixing them like together on my eyeballs and whatever. But yeah, so no success up this top row. They created some cute looks, but I don't know, I just didn't care for it. Well, it's not that I didn't care for it, I just didn't reach for this top row. Now we're going into the second row. I think this is where I had the most progress. As I stated in my intro, for this shade, I never intended to hit pan on this shade because it's like a matte with glitter. I don't like that shade. This one, I hit my goal. I was hoping to make it bigger, but I hit my goal of hitting pan. The same with this one. Now this one, do you see the dents right here, you guys? Oh my goodness. I was really trying to hit this before 2019, but it didn't happen. And we got the third row, had this one. This one, I didn't hit pan in this one, but this was another shade that I didn't care about hitting pan in because it's another matte with glitter and I don't like those shades. And I have Ida. Now, I'm surprised at myself for this shade because I thought I would have a bigger pan on it because, I don't know, I really use this shade a lot, but it doesn't take a lot to get the look that you want. It's very pigmented. Almost like a pressed pigment in my opinion. And moving on further down, this is just a big dent. It's almost, no, it's not even almost pan. And this one, I don't even think I touched this or looked this way in 2019. Casablanca, I just wanted to hit pan on it. It gets very messy when I use this shade. So after I hit pan on it, I was like, okay, I'm Gucci. And this one, Fulani. I don't even think I touched this one, you guys. So, I didn't hit all my goals. I think, excuse me, I always start coughing when I get on here and talk. I remember I stated that I wanted to, try to finish 2 complete mattes. Didn't hit that goal. And I also wanted to hit pan on all the mattes. Did not hit that goal. Yeah, it was a fail. I mean, I made progress and I'm happy in my progress, but it was a complete fail. Now, the things that I did like about this palette is I never got tired of using it. it never felt like a chore or anything. I noticed I watch pan that palettes from other people, and they get tired of using it like halfway through the year or even like the second month or whatever. But I think because the color scheme, the color story of this palette is so, you know, so diverse and everything, that I can do a lot with it. I think that's what kept me going and kept me liking the palette and not tired of it. And I was actually, you know, looking forward to using this palette. Like even now, like when I still push myself to use it because I kind of like rediscovered my love for the palette. Yeah, that's what happened. So I rediscovered my love for this palette, and I think I was only able to do that by making this my Pan That palette for 2019, because I felt like had I not made this my Pan That palette for 2019, I wouldn't have made this progress and I probably wouldn't have touched it. So I'm glad that I, you know, was very selective in choosing a palette for my Pan That palette 2019. I don't know what I'm going to choose for my palette 2020. I have to think about that. And I may want to continue this, but along with another one. I don't know. Well, I'll let you know in another video. So yeah, like I said, I feel like I didn't get bored of this palette because it's a lot what you can do with it, with the colors, jewels up top, and the nice neutrals at the bottom. And I feel like this palette was, it can be a go-to for various occasions, such as you could do a wedding look, or you could do your everyday look, or go to school look, or a nice summer, you know, pretty look when you go out to party or whatever. So I think that's why made this palette so good and selective for me. So that would be my advice to you if you are going to choose a palette to try to pan for the rest of the year. Choose something that can give you a little bit of everything. Because when I think about the videos that I have watched in the past of ladies that did get tired of using a palette, they chose like a very like boring neutral color scheme, and like who wouldn't get tired of that? And plus this formula is amazing. Now Juvia's Place, I have always said their formula is typically not consistent across all their palettes, but this is a very nice creamy buttery formula. It's completely different from the Magic palette. I really love, let me see, I really enjoyed using Zobo, this shade right here. I think that's one of my favorite shades from the palettes. It was a good transitioning shade. I used it in conjunction with various other palettes, because for transitioning shades I like to use, you know, like burnt oranges, berries, and so forth. And I really like it using, I also use it on my eye as a second transitioning shade. You can't really see, but I did this look using my Magic palette. I believe I got this palette in 2017. We're in 2020. Technically it is expired, but it's not going anywhere. It's still good. I'm still loving it. I'm still using it. I have so much fun every time I use it. I always love my looks whenever I use this palette. So this palette is like one of the best and one of my favorites too. And I don't think it was one of my favorites before I started panning it. So that's a good thing. I'm like really happy that I stayed encouraged to use it. Even though I didn't come up here and give you guys updates or whatever, but whenever I did wear makeup, like even if I didn't use none of these metallics as my lid shade or anything, I made sure to choose a matte from here just to, you know, pair with my other palettes. So I always had good use for this palette, and it plays nice with others. And I didn't meet my goals, but I'm really happy of my progress that I did for 2019. Of course, I'm gonna go harder in 2020. I don't know which palette I'm gonna do. However, I need you guys to, like, you know, stay on me to keep me held accountable. Not only with just panning the palette, but also like filming, because like I'm trying to be consistent and I feel like I keep falling off the wagon, and I'm trying to stay rolling on the wagon or whatever. So yeah, I'm trying to be better. I mean, I'm not trying to give excuses or nothing, but life happens. Hell, I be tired after work. And on my days off, I just be wanting to rest. But that's everybody. So my goals for 2020, I still want to use this palette, even though this is not going to be the Pan That palette for 2020. I still want to hit pan in Makita, which is this nice purple right here. This green, that's my least favorite shade in the palette. I don't know why. I think I don't know. It's just, it seems so dull to me. It's like the most dull shade in this palette, in my opinion. Ooh, excuse me. I want to try to hit pans in both of these blues. Hopefully I'll hit that in 2020 sometime. And yeah, I just want to continue to enjoy it and have fun with this and my other palettes. I do want to film a makeup collection palette. No. I do want to film a makeup collection video for you guys, so stay tuned for that. You'll get it sometime in 2020. I don't want to say no dates because, yeah. So some things that I learned by doing a pan app palette is it's not easy. It takes time and consistency, and yeah, the more you use it, you could either like the product and you learn more about the product, and you could either dislike the product. Like, I remember at the beginning of this, yeah, last January, the beginning of the year of 2019, I wanted to play with my other palettes, but once I kept using this, I wanted to use this. I didn't really, well, I always care about my palettes, but I didn't really, you know, want to gravitate towards those palettes. But yeah, so I think this was a good pan app palette. And FYI, this was my first pan app palette. I know, like, some people, they be going hard on the palette and they get actually like clear pans. They like clean the palette out. I'm not there yet, and I'm just being honest. So yeah, those are my thoughts on this pan app palette. I'm sorry it's not the best, and I'm sorry I couldn't bring you guys consistent videos every month. I had went a couple months without wearing any makeup, so I didn't really have any progress to show you at times. So I don't want to, like, you know, make a video if there's no progress and just keep showing y'all the same palette, like. But yeah, anyways, be on the lookout for my pan app palette 2020, and let me know below, should I do a pan app palette for 2020, or should I just do a pan in every palette for 2020? Because I feel like that would be interesting too, and I feel like that would be a more attainable goal for me. But let me know your thoughts. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your time. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.